Always seems to take extra long when we're bumping up against the clock, doesn't it? Here comes everyone. So, good morning. My name is Judge Person. I welcome everybody to the Temple Municipal Court. If you'll stay on mute until it's your turn, that will help, because if we all talk at once, the technology will cancel everyone out. I'm going to make some announcements and then also move forward with each case. And there are two dockets that we're working today, so it'll actually go more quickly than you would think, seeing this many people in the meeting. But what I want to let you know, a few things. When you're given a ticket or issued a citation, those are all methods that we have under the law for accusing someone. That is what a ticket is. It is an accusation. When you enter a plea, you are giving your answer or your response to that accusation. And there are three types of pleas that get entered in a Class C court. And this is a Class C court. The cases filed here are Class C offenses. They can result in the imposition of fines and costs. You can get warrants for failing to honor a court order or failing to show up to court. But you're not sentenced to jail time normally as a result of being found guilty with a case that is filed here. So that's the hallmark of the difference between this type of court and maybe other types of courts you might have heard about. So this is a Class C only court in Temple, Texas. The next thing I want to let you know is, prior to a plea being accepted by the court, if that has not yet happened, and some people on my docket today, their plea's already been accepted. Other people, their plea has not yet been accepted. But if you have not yet had your plea accepted, you can meet with an attorney of your choice prior to entering that plea. We don't court appoint counsel at the Class C court level. There's a long history there that I will not take your time with, but that is the status under the law at this time, is that you get a break, time to meet with someone, and you come back with information, and maybe a lawyer or maybe not a lawyer. It's kind of up to you at that point, whether you hire someone or not. Okay, so just letting you know about that. And then moving forward with the three pleading options. A plea, as I said, is your answer or response to the accusation. There are three options for pleading: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. If you plead guilty, you are admitting an offense. You're saying, I did this. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting it or denying it. You're just not contesting it. And if you enter a plea of not guilty, you are in fact contesting the charge. You're saying, I want the case to be proven against me. I'm asking to have that happen. And when you plead not guilty, that case is moving toward trial. That's just heading in a different direction. If you plead guilty or no contest, we're working out a sentence today on looking at how I sentence. If you plead not guilty, we're heading toward trial. When you're heading toward trial, there's a pre-trial on Zoom. And if the case is not resolved after the Zoom setting, then we come to court, we start the process of heading into selecting a jury and so forth. But the next meeting is not the trial. It's actually to set up, to have any pre-trial matters that need to be heard. There's a bunch of things happening on that docket that are not appropriate for a jury to hear. And so there is a two-step process that we're utilizing right now, because sometimes things get resolved at this level with Zoom. And in that event, it saved people a little bit of time, not time as much, well, a bit, because if you waited here in court, it actually does take longer than Zoom, and you have to travel and there's all that expense. So we're trying to front load some of that work on this end and, focus our attention on cases that need a trial on the next part. So there is a two-step process that normally would have taken place all at once here in court. However, it takes longer to do it that way. So we've kept it this way. Okay, so if you plead guilty or no contest, I'm working on your sentence. If you have a sentence, I'm troubleshooting that sentence because maybe there's a problem. And if you plead not guilty, we're moving toward trial. I do not have an opinion about your plea. I'm just going to respond to the plea that you enter. The plea is yours to make and not the judges or the prosecutors to make. Speaking of the prosecutor, our prosecutor is Ryan Matson. Mr. Matson is here today, and he will be going off into a breakout space online to meet with those persons who have pleaded not guilty that are on the pretrial docket for today. Mr. Matson, please unmute and introduce yourself so that everyone can see you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ryan Matson. I'm the prosecutor for Temple.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Matson. I'm going to actually start your docket in just a moment, but there are just a handful of things that I think are helpful for everybody to know. Normally, the general rule under Texas law is that if you plead guilty or no contest, or if you're found guilty trial, the item goes on your record. Prior to trial, at the very beginning of the case, there are still 4 ways to gain a dismissal, and they're unique to the types of cases that get filed. So I just want to tell you how you get the case off your record. These are the 4 things that we have from the bench available on a plea of guilty or no contest. They are called, and then I will tell you how they work quickly: compliance dismissals, driver safety course options, deferred dispositions, and team court. Compliance dismissals are things that under the law are designated to be able to be dismissed if you bring the situation up to date. One example would be a broken headlight. Okay, you show up on time, it's fixed, you prove it's fixed, we dismiss, you pay $10 instead of the full amount of the ticket, which is always in excess of $100 plus. Okay, so you save that money. 2 would be if you have a moving violation under certain circumstances, you can get the case dismissed under Texas law. I will walk you through that process, but in brief, you must qualify to be in the program, and then you have to complete the program. Completing the program means a driving course that's appropriate and a driving record that's appropriate to gain a dismissal. You do pay the court costs up front. You do not pay the fines. So let me talk to you a little bit about that, because that can be very confusing for folks. Every ticket has a court cost and a fine. And if you call a clerk and say, how much is this ticket? They give you the court cost and the fine. They don't give you the, they don't break it down for you, because most people just want that bottom line information. If you ask further questions, they'll start breaking it down for you. There's a bunch of different ways to do that. And again, long, boring history on that. But what I will tell you is in reference to the driving safety course option, if you qualify to be in that program, you could get your ticket dismissed. If you complete it, you only pay the court costs. Your fine will go on hold. And if you turn in your course and your record, you get your case dismissed, and that fine that's on hold gets waived. And you do save money, because even though you pay the court costs, the record and the course, and your time is not paid for, but you spend it, okay? Even though you pay those 3 things, it's still cheaper if you do that than to pay the whole ticket. That is by design, because we want people to take that class. We are definitely interested in making sure that people do that class, because studies have shown that people drive a little bit better for a period of time. That's about 12 months. And that's why the statute is worded that we can do that every 12 months, dating from the last course to the next ticket. So just be aware that, I'll be looking to see if you're eligible, seeing if you want to do that. You're welcome to ask me questions about any of these. And while I can't give you legal advice, I can answer basic questions like what is something. I can't apply the law to your case and tell you what to do. That's for you to decide, or you to decide in connection with an attorney. Once you've entered a plea, you've waived your right to an attorney. And I always say once that gets accepted by the court, because sometimes you entered it at the window and maybe we're talking today and it has been accepted or it has not been accepted. So we can talk about that, okay? But on the driving course, you've got to be on time. Texas license holders are active military or their dependents active, and paying the court costs, etc. There's a lot of detail is what I'm really trying to highlight. So just expect me to work through it with you and ask questions if you think, hey, why didn't you talk to me about that? Why am I not being talked to about driving safety? Okay, because I'm looking to catch those things, kind of like with compliance type cases. I look for those issues. On the third option, though, you have to take action, and that is called a deferred disposition. And there you must ask for that option. And it was on the form you filled out. It's on the website, but still people sit here and they don't understand it. So it's in brief, the way that it works. It's kind of what it sounds like. Deferred means to make a delay. Disposition means to dispose of or to make final. I delay making the case final. I put a written order in place, and you are there. You have the listed items that you must keep track of. If you get them done and get them done on time, you get a dismissal of the offense. It doesn't go on your record. So there, you're supposed to request at the time that your plea is accepted by the court, guilty or no contest, I'd like a deferred. If you didn't check it and I'm talking with you for the first time and you want to ask for it, you need to speak up, because if not, you waive it. Okay. So deferral is the word to use there. Guilty or no contest, deferral. It's hard for people to remember. I hit you with a lot of things. So then the fourth and final thing would be teen court. And once again, I'm looking and I'm trying to see if you want to do it. Teen court looks a little bit like a deferred. The difference being that it moves faster, the timetables are different, and instead of paying, you're doing community type of work. You might be appearing at a teen court proceeding. You might be going straight into classes. It kind of depends case by case. And so I'll be talking to you about that if it appears that you might be eligible. Okay, so that's the way that the 4 dismissal options work. And with that, Mr. Matson, I'm going to move you forward. The first person you're working with is Gwendolyn Hester. Gwendolyn Hester, I'm looking for you here. I know I saw you a few moments ago. There you are. Yes. Ms. Hester, can you unmute so that we make sure your audio perfect is working? How are you this morning?
Fine.
Okay. So I'm going to move you into that meeting with Mr. Matson. Just keep in mind, he's not your attorney. He is the attorney for the state of Texas. And y'all are in a pretrial because your matter is contested at this time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And Mr. Matson, I'm sending you over there as well. And it looks like her system did move her over. So, okay. And let me just do a little housekeeping. There were a few people I couldn't identify, and I just want to make sure I've got them. Got that one. Perfect. Thank you. Wasn't sure on that one. Thank you. Let's see. I had a few people I couldn't identify, and the clerk was so smart. They figured it out for me. And that makes such a huge difference because I don't spend a bunch of time. For folks on the phone, just please be aware that, you really need to kind of pay attention because what I found is that, they tend to tune out. So if you're on the telephone, try to make sure that you're paying attention because, you don't want to miss your opportunity to be heard. And then let's see, got one more. My clerk is so smart. I'm just thrilled sometimes. I can't believe how lucky I got. Let's see. There was only one person, I don't know who it is, and it says Zoom user. Could you unmute Zoom user and tell me who you are and possibly get on the video as well? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Logan Caldwell.
Caldwell. Okay. Thank you. Perfect.
Does it not say my name on my user?
No, but it does now. I changed it. It said Zoom user, and that's not unusual. It's just that, the deal is that not everybody's technology works the same way. And sometimes folks have, they're using maybe a device that gets used by another person, or you never know. There's a lot of different reasons why that can happen. But I've got everybody identified now, so that's going to move us along faster. And I will begin I would like to talk with Lori Johnson. If you could unmute and just tell me how you're doing.
Hi, I'm doing good.
Okay, let's see. Can you get on screen?
Okay. You want me to turn my camera on?
That would be great.
Okay. It says I can't.
Okay. Are you Glory Johnson?
Yes, I'm Gloria Johnson.
Okay. So I do have there's two cases. I had a couple of questions. I did review your file beforehand. And Glory, one thing that I wanted to ask you is the vehicle a vehicle that your family has access to at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Has it been registered? Did they register the vehicle yet?
Yes, I have insurance and tags on it now.
Okay, because that's actually a compliance issue. And if you can bring in I don't know if you did this yet, but when you take the sticker and you peel it off and you put it on your window, the thing you peeled it off from, we need to see that at the court because it's very possible that we could dismiss it with a $20 fee instead of $151. I think we can both agree would be better.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you bring that in today?
Yes, ma'am. I can bring that in.
Okay. Let me just make a note on your file. And then if we're able to dismiss it, can you pay the $20 fee?
Yes, ma'am. I can pay it today.
Okay, great. And then the next thing is, thank you. The next thing is there's a no driver's license charge and you did enter a plea. However, you're on time to court and I don't think you've had other cases. My question there is, are you getting a license? Do you have one now? Where are you in that process?
Yes, ma'am. I've been doing like the driving lesson school or whatever. I just have to go to the department and just put it in so I can get my permit.
Where are you? Do you have a driver's license? I mean, an appointment yet?
No, ma'am. I have to make one, but usually they're like scheduled for like March and things like that.
Yeah, that is the case. So here's an idea. How soon can you become eligible to take your test? Because I know you've got to get eligible before you schedule.
As soon as possible, really.
I can't wait till May 25th. Have you been doing your classes and stuff?
Yes, ma'am. I already finished. I just have to make me an appointment and take my paper.
Okay. So, but you haven't made that appointment yet.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So one tip is that you don't have to do it in town. You can do it at any DPS office that doesn't have a long line. And you can go online and kind of see, maybe some of the nearby jurisdictions are less crowded. I can look at this two ways with you. One, probably my preference is going to be to reschedule you for 2 weeks from today. And at that time, you can log back into a meeting and let me know when your appointment is. And maybe we can move you to a dismissal option and save you the $181.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you come in today to bring me that form that you were going to bring me, you'll sign an extension. And I'm extending you to January 31st. And then that's going to be another Zoom meeting. However, we're looking then at the possibility of, just the sooner the appointment, the better is what I want to tell you on that, because it would be helpful. I've got a limit on how much time I can give you. There's some flexibility there. And what would be so perfect is if you can get that done and get signed up within the next, I would say 40 days or so, that would be helpful. But do your best, look for a place to get it done, and do not continue to drive. Don't drive until you're licensed. It's illegal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So come on by. When can we look for you to come by to sign and bring that paperwork?
Well, I just live right around the corner, so I can just like go now after I leave here.
Okay, there's no rush because, of course, well, actually, we don't need to get anything ready. So I'll just put that you'll be here sometime after 9:30 to 9:45. Will that work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then you'll be done with us for today, and then we'll see you in 2 weeks with a date set up. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll see you then.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm going to remove you from the meeting. Got a few people to admit. Frankly, they're already folks who they're having some trouble. Let me just kind of check in with them. On the Samsung, that was Bradley. Got it. Okay, so moving forward, and I will just move on forward. Hold on, let's see. Logan Caldwell, could you unmute and get on screen if you're able, because it's better, a little bit easier to communicate with people when they're on screen. Logan, can you unmute? Okay, there we go. Hi.
Hello.
So a couple of things. We had a possession of tobacco by a minor charge, and right now the balance is 196. We had teen court. There was a class due, and when it didn't get turned in, I was required by law to revoke that teen court process and give you 30 days to pay. I did that on December 16th. And so now we're overdue on the payment issue, so we'll need to solve that as well. And your class, I still don't have. So you
Yes,
have a license suspension that will be running. Hold on, that will be running until you have one. I've already signed it and turned it in the state. That began January 8th. It ends July 7th, or when I receive the class. So the class is still due. And you could get it done and turned in, and I could recall the suspension.
Yes.
Have you finished your class?
Yes, ma'am. And it's been finished ever since since like the due date. I've been trying to send it over because I finished it on my school Chromebook, but the school has blocked my email, and I didn't figure that out until earlier because I've been trying to send it to my mom so they can send it to court. But when I first finished it, I tried to send it to y'all, and I have pictures on my Chromebook that I sent it about 3 times and it hasn't sent to anybody.
So you always need to confirm with the court that we received it. Because the burden is not the company to make sure that we got it, or for us to make sure that we got it. It's for you. You're the one getting the suspension, of the license. So how quickly can you get that to us?
I mean, it's turned in already. So
really, it's in the court's file, and you have a file marked.
Yes, ma'am. We've
We
gone
have
up there.
Oh, well, I was told we didn't have it. Apologize.
When you guys set up
Just
the
a moment,
court
just
date,
a moment, just one moment. When was that turned in? Yeah, I got it. So December 20th. Hold on one moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. A couple of things. Just one moment. Yeah. Why did we even do that? I got it. Okay. Okay. So what's happening is there's a lot of, crossing over. We sent that into the state December 16th to begin on January 8th. And then we received your certificate a week later. So we're in the process of pulling that out.
Awesome.
Sorry. Just so you know. what's going on. So we'll get that done. But you'll need to be aware that your license is currently suspended, and it may take a few weeks to clear that up. And driving on a suspended license subjects you to further charges. So you'll want to be cautious until it clears. And the way to check that is on the DPS website. So you'll want to get on that website, Texas. Really, I go to the Texas DPS department and just do a word search on license suspension, and you can look yourself up. And there may be fees that you have to pay to unsuspend the license, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
The next thing is that there is a balance due of $196. And I don't have any income information for you or your family. Are you working at this time? I know you're in school, or you work.
Why is there a balance due if the class is already done though?
Because it wasn't done on time. What was
It was
It
done
was
on
done
time.
on time,
He
though.
sent it out to you.
Pause, and think where you are. You're in a courtroom. So did you do it and turn it in and make sure it was turned in to this court on your due date? The answer is no.
He tried.
It-
He didn't.
I
know-
understand that you
He
tried,
didn't
ma'am,
know that the email was
ma'am.
being.
I'm gonna mute you for a minute. Because actually you're getting out of control in a courtroom. And I know it feels like you can talk like it's a living room, but it isn't. Due date, please. So there was a due date, and I've said it a couple of times. It's not up to me to make sure that it's turned in on time. It was due October 19th, and that means not completed out there. That means in the court's file. It wasn't in my file until December 22nd. I understand that you tried, but this
So is there
isn't-
not a way to waive that fee? Since we tried, I mean, I worked in Austin, and so we took it up to you guys the first moment I had a chance, once we realized that there was an issue with you guys receiving it, because he was trying to email it to me and I wasn't even receiving it.
Right, but this is adulting. So, I mean, at 17, you can go to jail in Texas.
Right, I understand.
Adult. So it was really his responsibility to get it turned in. Now, to your other question, I had a question first. It's still on the table. Mr. Caldwell, Logan, are you working?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Are you in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you locked out of your school email?
I don't know. It just blocks everything. I'm not locked out. It just blocks like from sending to other people. I can't send anything. Only
Oh,
to my.
that's not unusual. That's normally.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So.
Okay, yeah, they don't really, because they don't want people emailing students from inside or going outside of theirs is a contained system. Okay, so, normally what I do is order you to work it off through community service. I'm not usually ordering mom to pay this for me in answer to the question that was there, and it would be 10 hours and it would need to be. We have a list of places that do allow young people to go. I can provide you with a list, and you would work the 10 hours, turn it in, and I would zero out the balance. So that's how we do that one. There's a lot of different places. I can email the locations to you, and a timesheet to keep track of your hours, and a list of rules for, making sure that you follow the rules in order to get it done and get properly credited. Can I use the email that we used to set up this meeting?
Yes, ma'am. Or actually, what is the email? Is it Logan.Caldwell05?
Look. Logan.Caldwell1105@gmail.com. Does that work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We also have Natasha Van Fleet, all one word, @yahoo.com. And that's presumably mom, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We can also send everything there. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
now you've got a due date of February 21st. 10 hours, so that's 30 days. If you find that that's not enough time, go ahead and, bring in what you've done. Drop me a note letting me know how much more time you might need. And if you're on time and you're making progress, I usually grant that extension, okay? So, take a look at what we email you today, figure out, where you're gonna go, call and check their availability and get started. Many places are available. Some can be within walking distance, and just look and see, because all those nonprofit places, they tend to need help.
Okay.
I'm just making notes. And just check on that. Do we have information for people to check their licenses?
I sent proof.
You can just look for that on the DPS website. I find it pretty easily when I go and look. So do you have questions, Logan, before I let you go?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're good to go.
Okay, have a good day.
You too. Let me turn the heat down. It's really hot. Roasting. Okay, moving forward. Demontre Wheelock, can you unmute? Tell me how you're doing.
I'm doing good.
Did I say your first name properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Stay on hold for just a moment. I need to get Mr. Matson moving forward. Sorry, Mr. Matson, I didn't mean to ignore you. I wasn't, but
That's all right, Judge.
okay, Ms. Hester is moved back into the meeting. And I do have the file pulled up too. So here we are. Let's see. Let me put it on my screen. Got things moving around a lot more today than usual. Ms. Hester, can you unmute? There you are. And Mr. Matson, can you give me an update on where we are with this matter?
We are going to continue the final pretrial, Your Honor, but I anticipate that this case will be resolved on or before that date.
Okay, Ms. Hester, what that means for me as the judge of the court is that your date right now to come into court is February 22nd at 1 o'clock. And while it may be that things get resolved prior to that date, it's not until the judge says that the case is off the docket. So you want to call before you head over that day, make sure that it's off. If you think it's off, if you know it isn't off, just be here that day and we'll troubleshoot and see which direction we need to be going. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You are good to go. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Matson, I will move you forward. And your next person, you've got a busy day. Your next person is Tyler Martin. Tyler Martin, can you unmute? It's a telephone person. Phone number ending in 329. Tyler Martin, can you unmute? I've sent an unmute request.
Oh,
There we go.
hello.
Hi, Mr. Martin.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. So this is a pretrial and you're meeting with Ryan Matson. He will be in the meeting with you. I will be moving you over to that meeting, and that's actually outside of the hearing of the judge. So that movement is going to take place now. But at the end, when it's time to come back here and talk to me further about it, because you're on the phone, it's not a big deal, but you're going to wind up having to hang up and just dial back in. And because the way that the technology works, it won't move the phone call back into this meeting. It'll move it forward, but not backward. Okay. So
Just call the same number I called.
Yes, but
Okay.
not right now. Not right now. Just at the end. So right now,
I got you.
right now I'm moving you over to that meeting. And there he goes. And Mr. Wheelock, there you are. let's go ahead and continue. Can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I did review everything. There are a couple of questions I had. This is a accusation date for December 17th. There is a no driver's license charge on that date. The fines and costs are $181. How are you pleading? You did enter a plea written of guilty. Is that your plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then I also received a plea of guilty on the speeding charge. The fines and costs are $284. Is that your plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I did notice a couple of things. The first one I want to ask you about is the no driver's license charge. Do you have a driver's license now at this time?
No, ma'am.
Where are you in that process, if at all?
Still gotta get my permit because I finished the online course that we bought, and we just have to get my VOE, and then we gotta go up to the DPS and schedule an appointment.
Yeah, you can schedule online. Okay, so we're kind of midway. We're not at the end of that yet. The other thing I noticed is that besides driving unlawfully with no license, you're going 81 and a 45. I did receive a request for teen court. It's not going to be an easy fit for teen court. I'm willing to do a deferred, but there would be a 6-month probation deferral period. You would have to work off your fines and costs through community service. And I'm going to require both a class and an essay on that. That would be for that one case to keep it off your record. There would be, if we did the deferral, it would be a deferral from today, presumably until July 18th. There would be community service in the amount of 14 hours, which we'll have to look at where we get that done. It's a little more difficult because you're 16. There are a few places that will take those volunteers. I need to look at that list perhaps and see if it's realistic, if I could. And then if not, I might be, thank you. Let me just look real quickly. So I do, let's see, you're in Temple. I think that there are several that would allow you to work there, including Feeding My Sheep. The Juneteenth organization starts needing hours around this time because we're heading into that time frame for them getting ready for Juneteenth. There is maybe Meals on Wheels, and solid waste, I think I would allow, and Keep Temple Beautiful might. So I think there are enough on here that I would feel okay requiring that. That would be 14 hours. Your due date would be a condition of your deferral, and the due date would be March 21st. We would put all this in writing. And then you would have an online class in life skills. And it would be a 10-hour class. And that you would have to pay for out of pocket. But the fines and costs you would work off through community service. And your class would be due March 21st as well. So I'm willing to do something that keeps it off your record. It's not a good fit for teen court. There's too much. And then I'm willing to extend you 2 weeks to see if you can wrap up what you're doing to get scheduled and then let's see how quickly you can get the permit. Okay. And then if that doesn't work, we can work on, what we do about that sentencing issue. So that would be an extension of 2 weeks to January 31st that I would need you to sign today. And your deferral, I would need you to come by and sign today and pick up all the papers about how to find a class and how to find it. If you want to keep that item off your record, that's going to be.
Yeah, I'll come out when I'm off. Yes, ma'am.
Do you accept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. We'll have your deferred at the window along with your extension. When can you properly be here?
I feel like in 30
Yeah,
minutes.
30 minutes or, you know.
Okay, great. I would say it's almost 10. Let's say no later than 10:30.
Yes, ma'am.
But where we gotta go?
Where do we have to
So
go?
the same exact place where you came to fill out your paperwork to begin with, just the lobby of the court.
Yes, ma'am.
That's at 401 North 3rd Street. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Mom, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. We'll see y'all soon. Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
Good. And Mr. Mattson, and for that phone call, but I'm not seeing it yet. Give me one moment just to make sure I'm caught up. I also need to talk to Tyler Martin because he's on my docket too. So what I would suggest is on the possession of drug paraphernalia, is it simple that you could just relay to me and I can move you forward? Or do we need to have a conversation altogether?
I should be able to just update you on it, Judge.
Shoot.
Mr. Martin is going to accept a plea deal. I will be dismissing the insurance charge in exchange for a no contest plea on the registration charge. And I know he wanted to speak with you about payment of that charge.
Okay. What about he was actually on my docket for those two. I don't mind that y'all talked about them. It's actually more efficient. I just didn't expect you to tell me about that. What about the possession? Oh, I'm sorry. I have it reversed. Those were on your docket. Okay. I'm talking to him about the possession of drug paraphernalia charge. So I'll discuss with him. Are you sending that prosecutor dismissal over?
Yes, Your Honor. I can do that this morning.
Okay. I will work with him when he logs back in. That's probably him. Let's do it quickly then. Okay, Mr. Martin, if you'll unmute.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Martin.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so the prosecutor did explain a little bit that he was dismissing one, and that one is the insurance charge. And on the registration, you are accepting that charge with a no contest plea. Is that your understanding of the plea agreement with him?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to move him forward. I want to talk to you about payment and your other charge. But Mr.
Okay.
Mattson, Desiree Haney is your next person. Let's see. Let me find where. Okay, can you unmute? Desiree Haney, can you unmute?
Good morning.
Morning. I am moving your case forward to that meeting with Mr. Mattson, the prosecutor. And so you're about to shift over and you'll be able to move back over at the end. And that happened. Mr. Martin, you're still there, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I wanted to talk to you just briefly on your other case, which is, it's actually a, possession of drug paraphernalia charge. The fines and costs are
Mhm.
280, the fines and costs are 286, and you entered a plea of no contest. And I wanted to talk to you about that and also the registration charge. I just want to clarify what we're doing or what your request is, because I received a note that said that you wanted 30 days to pay. And then at the end of the payment application, you put that you could pay $50, which is not the full amount. So I can approve a payment plan if that's what you're looking for.
Well, okay. I tried to make it there in the window. Y'all had a freeze one day that you were closed, and that's the day I tried to go. And then with the holidays, I couldn't get there. It's already cost me my job. Just those 2 days taken off, I just started.
We're not, none of that has any, I mean, I'm sorry that happened for you, but what I'm trying to find out is, are you looking for a payment plan?
Yes.
Okay, so what I can do, and it sounds like I might need to have you email in an updated version of your income once you know it. If you're starting a new job, it can be kind of hard to know what's everything's going to look like. So listen and let me talk, and then I'll let you talk. Okay. So,
Okay.
So what I would propose is that I take the 2 remaining cases that aren't dismissed, and I put them at $25 a month, beginning 30 days from today, which would be February 21st. And then if you want to pay more, you can always pay more and get it done faster, but there'll be a minimum payment of $25 a month, beginning February 21st. And I just need a signature on that. And I can email that to you. And if you can print it and sign it and email it back, that's easy. If you need to swing by during a break sometime today, that's another option. What would work better?
I can probably just swing it by today. I don't have a printer at the house. You
Okay.
can't do the electronic signature or anything?
You know, the only electronic signature that I accept is if it is your handwriting. If it's a computer assigning a signature,
Yeah.
I don't, that's not a legal signature. Criminal.
Okay. Yeah, I can bring it by.
What time should we look for you?
As soon as I can figure out how to get it downloaded and, to get there, I'm free all day, so I don't have
Okay.
anything.
Why don't we say by noon?
Okay.
Okay, we'll look for you around that time, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the 1 case being dismissed, the other 2 going into, they're not moving violently. They're just going into it. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
And what's the total on those?
I'm sorry.
How much is the total for those 2?
So the clerk will give you the final amount because there are fees that get added. Just they're small amounts that get added. But the registration charge was $151. The paraphernalia charge is $286.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
So what do I do?
Do you head over here as soon as you can safely do so?
Okay. And but I got to print it out. I mean, I can print it out.
No.
I'll have the paperwork there. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have it here.
Okay. Very good. Very good. That'll
Okay.
be a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll head that way.
And then you get a copy.
Okay. Very good.
Okay,
That'll work. Okay. So I'm hanging up now?
you are.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a good day. Mr. Matson, I'm just moving Ms. Haney back over. Trying to get that to take. Okay, on the Haney case, Mr. Matson, where are we?
Your Honor, we're going to continue to final pretrial.
Okay, Ms. Haney, just give me one moment.
Okay.
We will see you here February 22nd at 2 o'clock. That's your scheduled time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that just plan for want your hair planned for about half an hour or so. I usually tell
Okay.
people plan an hour, but it may not take that long. It's not your trial. It's just a meeting to get the trial set up and figure out what the bond will be and so forth.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Understood.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Okay, moving Mr. Matson forward. Mr. Matson, moving you forward. Charles Tischler. Charles Tischler, can you unmute?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Hi, Mr. Tischler.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm moving you into a pretrial meeting with the prosecutor because the case is contested. It's a failure to control speed. The fines and costs are $264. And the prosecutor will be on the line with you in that breakout space. His name is Ryan Matson. At the end of that meeting, you'll actually hang up and dial back in because I'll need to talk to you just briefly before I let you go for the day, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm moving you over.
So
to
how-
Yes,
Okay.
I'm moving
Yes,
you
ma'am.
over. Moving you over to that meeting now.
Oh.
Okay, and I also am moving forward with Caitlin Williams. And let's find. There you are. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you able to start your video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. And so this is a failing to control speed charge. The fines and costs are $264. And let's see, I'm just looking. Yes, okay. So I did read what you wrote me about your free time. With teen court, there is a $20 fee. And I would need to collect that in cash today. Can you pay that today in cash at the window? Oh, hold on just a minute. She was trying to drive her safety. Oh, she's not on time. Okay, I'm just, hold on, they were letting me know you had been trying to set up a driving safety. And you weren't actually eligible for that. But I can do teen court and we can take the money from that and then just refund you the difference at the end of the case.
Okay.
And then actually, because there's an accident, there would be a class, a driving safety class that you can do online at your own time, okay?
I
And
did already complete that. I don't know if I did it in the right amount of time, but I did complete a course.
What was that course for?
It was for something, it was on Aceable, and it was
Okay.
something for driving.
Right, that's not what I'm gonna ask you to. I'm gonna ask you to take a driving safety course online, not Aceable, not one you've already taken, a new one,
Okay.
and an essay that's 3 pages long. And we'll have it in writing, the assignment and everything, plus class information. But I need you to come by and sign for that today. So what time can you come in?
I get off school at 4:30. So maybe at like 5.
We close at 5. You'd have to get here before then. We can give you a note for school, but I need a signature.
I could do 2:00.
Okay. We'll have everything at the window. It shouldn't take you very long when you get here, maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
Once you walk in the door. So we'll look for you around 2. And what we're doing is teen court, the driving course, an essay. Both will be due February 21st. When you come in, just review everything that we have for you. Make sure you understand it. Make sure you don't have any questions. If you have questions, ask the clerk. If the clerk can't answer, they'll get the question to me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. In your case, though, I'm gonna tell you that when you walk in off of Third Street, the first clerk is Zena, and you want to talk to Zena because we're doing a refund back, and I know that clerk is not new, and she will do it properly for you, okay? So ask for Zena.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let Zena know. Okay, she'll know that you're gonna ask for her, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Williams.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm moving along, and my next person is Corbin Wainwright. There we go. Mr. Wainwright, great. Unmute, please, and let me get your file. So I do see that you're enrolled in school, and this is driving without lights where required. And this is from December 28th, and the fines and costs are $234. You did request teen court, and you are eligible for teen court, and I'll grant it. But before I do that, I did see that you entered a plea of guilty. And my question is that your plea at this time?
Yes.
Okay. I'll accept your plea. And then with teen court in this particular case, there's a $20 teen court fee, and that's cash. Can you pay that fee today?
You can do it. Yes. Yes.
Okay. And then what you'll have to do to gain your dismissal is take a driving safety course, and it will be due February 21st. And when you come by today to make payment, we'll give you class, how to find a class information so that you take the right class.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to, in short, you're going to come by, you'll sign your teen court paperwork, you'll pay your $20 fee. We will hand you information for how to find a course, and you'll get your course turned in no later than February.
Okay.
You agree?
Yes.
Okay. What time can I look for you to come by?
You can go there right now. So
Okay.
No later than 11.
Okay. That's perfect. We'll see you around then.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're good to go. Mr. Matson, I haven't seen Mr. Tischler yet. Are we moving forward to the pretrial or do we?
No, Your Honor, this case is going to be resolved.
Okay. Am I signing something today regarding that resolution?
Yes, I'll be filing a motion to reduce later this morning.
The fine reduce?
Will be set at 50.
Okay. Do you have a sense of whether he needs more than 30 days?
I think he said he wanted to pay by check, and he's going to come in and do that in person. I just told him to make sure that the reduction had been processed before doing so.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and work on that when we have a chance on your request.
Thank you.
Okay, and that way you can move forward. And I am moving you forward with Margaret Gambrell. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Gambrell. Moving you forward into that meeting. And Mr. Matson, I'll take Mr. Tischler when he logs back in and describe to him what's happening.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Gambrell has been moved over, and but that's happening. I'm not sure on payment yet. I'm assuming it's within 30 days. And I'm just going to put this here. So that you can, yeah. I figured. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Nora McGrew, can I have you unmute and tell me how you're doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You doing okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me get your file pulled. Here we go. Okay, I just want to confirm a few things. We have some older cases. We had a payment plan. That's not working terribly well. I'll talk to you more about that. I have some options that might work better. And then there are two new cases. One is a case of no insurance, and I did receive a plea of guilty on that charge. I'm sorry, no, I received a plea of guilty on that charge. Is that your plea at this time?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. And then there was a speeding charge. I did receive a plea on that charge of guilty. Is that your plea at this time? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And then that brings us to a balance. It's 1339. I have community service available, and you're actually eligible to work off your fines and costs through community service instead of through payments. I think it's a preferred thing because it would just take so long to pay that out. With community service, it turns into 67 hours. We would start with the due date of March 21st. If you need more time, I can, if you turn in your progress, okay, and let me know how much time you might need. I usually grant extensions and work with people with no difficulty on the community service. Okay. What do you think?
That sounds good.
Okay, so I just need your signature on one form. And then what I give you is a timesheet to keep track of your hours with the due date and number of hours on it. A list of places where you can do the community service. A list of rules that you need to follow to make sure that you're properly credited. So it's a good idea for you to come by and pick that up because it's quite a number of things that you might want to look at and see if you have questions before you start. When can you come by? And also there's one thing you need to sign.
3 o'clock, okay?
Sorry, so you're not really talking into the microphone and I just see half your face. What did you say?
3 o'clock, okay?
3 o'clock. Yes, ma'am. That would be fine. We'll look for you then, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You have any questions before I let you go?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're good to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. And I'm moving forward with Elijah Landeros.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi, how are you today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Freeze for just a moment. I'm gonna keep Mr. Matson moving because his docket is super long today. And so just stay right where you are and hang on. And Mr. Matson, I know that you were talking with I'm sorry, Margaret Gambrell. And where are we with this matter?
Your Honor, Ms. Gambrell is going to be placed on deferral. That will be the standard 120-day period with a driver safety course, 6 hours due by day 60. And then payment of the fine. I believe Ms. Gambrell was going to do it within 30 days, but she can confirm yes or no on that.
Yes, I can pay the fine on Friday.
Okay, so the deferral will end May 18th. The course due by March 21st. I believe Friday is you would think I would know, 20th. Right? And
Yes, ma'am.
we're going to put all that in writing actually, and I need your signature. Is there a good time today to either have you come by and do that, or we could email that to you and have you print it, sign it? Will work better for you.
I have access to a printer and a scanner.
Okay.
So if you can email it to me, I can email it right back as soon as I get it.
No problem. That's probably going to be in the next, I would say, hour.
Okay.
Okay, we'll email that to you. And does that represent the agreement you thought you made? Do
Yes, ma'am.
you have any questions about how to reach those goals?
Not at this time.
Okay, one thing just to let you know is you can pay online on the city's website under the municipal courts tab. You can come by and make payment. You can call a clerk and make payment. If you bring cash or a check to the window, there are no additional fees and you get a receipt. If you pay through a clerk on the phone or online, there's proof that you paid. There's some kind of fee that gets added by the credit card company, not the court. And so just be aware of those fees, okay? Your course,
Okay, thank you.
your course, we can give you information, probably include it about how to find it. We'll include information about how to find a course in what we email to you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. You're good to exit.
Thank you. Have a good day.
And you too.
Bye.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. Is there any way I can reschedule?
Okay, hold on. Let me figure out who you are because you're the iPad person. Garza, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Garza? I mean, court is court. There's a line. There'd be a line if you were here, except it would take longer.
Okay. Well, never mind.
You're on the pretrial docket, and those dockets are really, I mean, they're kind of on a schedule. That how long it will take is how long it takes to get to you. You're a few people away. There's a few people ahead of you.
All right.
I mean, court started at 9, but normally if you're in the building, this kind of line would take until at least noon, and we're not even going to take that long. But, you know, you need to stay on the meeting because it's court.
So I can't be rescheduled then?
What's the reason that you didn't plan to be in court for long enough to complete court today?
Because I rented some heavy machinery yesterday and I'm being charged for it, and I'm not being able to operate it right now before I have to take it back.
You're going to need to wait for your turn. Okay, I'm going to move forward on that docket so that we can get to you. I need to move ahead. Mr. Mattson, I'm moving you forward with Ashley Fox. Ashley Fox, can we make sure your audio is working?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I'm moving you over to that. And I'm moving forward as well. And I believe I was talking to Mr. Landeros.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so, okay. So where I am is that there is a request for deferral and a no contest plea on a speeding charge. The fines and costs are $264. It's 65 and a 40. And I did receive a no contest plea with that request for a deferral. Before I talk to you about that request, and I'm open to it, but my first question is your plea no contest at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept your plea. I will grant your deferral request. Deferred disposition in this particular setting requires that you take a driving safety age and your speed, and I would have been inclined to, even if both of those things didn't dictate it, but by law it's a requirement. I can't waive it. And all that is to say, definitely don't tempt fate by not getting it done. Okay, so so the first thing is that your deferral will end, let's see, 120 days is my normal go-to, which is May 18th. And then the class is not going to be due until March 21st. And we will give you information about how to find a class. And then are you working?
Not currently, but I'm waiting to be scheduled because I'm working, but I haven't been scheduled to work yet, if you understand.
Not really. Where are
Um,
you working?
It's called Cap Fleet in Belton, Texas.
Okay. So is it like seasonal or something like that?
No. I have to do a drug scan. Once I get that drug scan done, I start working, but they haven't sent me the number yet. So
Okay. Okay. So let's see. I can just go ahead and order community service on the case. And that would be instead of payment to 14 hours. And that would be due right when your class is due, 3/21/23. Have a list of places where you can do the work and a waiver that needs to be signed, and then also a list of places and some rules. So I'll need you to come by. When can you come by?
does today sound good?
Sorry, what time?
Around like 11 or so.
11 will work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll give you information for your course. You'll sign your deferred, and we'll also give you.
I couldn't hear you. Can you say that again?
Yes, I can. We'll give you information. You'll need to sign your deferred. We'll give you information for your course, and we'll give you information.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're good to go. Mr. Matson, I know that you were talking with, hold on, who were you talking with? Ashley Fox, right? And so where are we with that matter?
Your Honor, I will be dismissing this citation. Ms. Fox has provided a valid handicap placard to the court.
Okay, I'll get that dismissal from you sometime today, and I will sign it, Ms. Fox. We will then email it to the email that we have on file.
Okay.
Thank you. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Mr. Matson, moving you forward, your next person is Yolanda Garay. Probably said that incorrect. Ms. Garay or Garay, did I say that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, moving you over to that meeting. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Get a little organized. After that is the Garza case. It is coming right up. I am moving forward then with Danielle Evans.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you, Ms. Evans?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for asking. I'm fine. Let's see. Okay, I didn't receive, let me just look real quickly. Do you have it even like old financial information?
It's super old.
Sorry, just 1 second. I'm just asking a clerk a quick question. Bear with me for a quick moment. Hold on 1 moment. Got too many irons in the fire. I'm trying to run one thing down quickly before we get started.
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 second. What? Okay. We have court happening. So. She's telling me it's 10 o'clock and I don't have anything. Ms. Carla came in and said it's 10. I think she. Yeah. Sorry, sometimes our system is really slow. I apologize.
It's
Let
okay.
me just look. What I'm looking for, just so that you know, is right now we have an older case.
Mhm.
And just trying to see where you were working at the time that we set up the original payment plan, which was a long time ago. That was back in 2010. Are you working at this time?
Yes, I work at Chase Bank
Okay.
in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. Are you able, your balance right now is 429. Are you able to pay anything for your balance?
And that's what I want to pay it off because I didn't even remember that I even had the ticket. I don't even recall getting the ticket. It was so long ago. And I ran my driving record because I wanted to renew my license because I just got medical clearance back to driving. And I was just trying to pay. I was just trying to see if it could be reduced or anything at all so I can just pay it off.
Let me look at the amount. What are you able to pay today towards your balance? Most of what's been added are things that can't be taken off because they're due to warrants and things like that. What is it's 429. What are you able to pay today?
I could pay $250 if
I can't get you there. Why is everything slow today? It's really slow right when we need it, right?
it's okay.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit more than the fines are just a little bit less than that. And then everything else is required by.
Okay.
And some of those are collection fees. And so if I do reductions, there's a slight thing that happens across the board. Let me look at a reduction.
Sorry, hold on.
What can you pay today?
I mean, just if you could just tell me how much, and then I just need to take care of it. If there's any amount you could take off of it.
Okay, let me do a reduction and see where I can get you.
Okay.
When you get there. Okay, hold on a moment. I'm gonna have the clerk work on that. It takes a few minutes once it's at this stage. And I'll get right back to you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Mattson, I know you were talking with Yolanda Garay, and let's see, is she back in the meeting? She's not in the breakout room, so.
Uh-oh. Did she leave?
She may have left.
I did tell her to wait.
Okay. That doesn't mean the technology. Can you give me an update? Where are we on her?
Yes, Your Honor. The ticket will actually be dismissed because she also sent in a valid handicap placard.
Okay. All right. So I will wait for that from you. I'll sign it and we'll email it to her. Sometime this morning. Okay.
That sounds great.
I'll move you forward. Your next person is actually Garza. Mr. Garza, can you get off mute and get on screen, please? Mr. Garza. Enrique Garza. Okay.
Ma'am, he stepped away for a minute. He had to go to the restroom.
Okay, we'll try to work him back in, stay on screen that way I can see when he. I'm going to move forward. We'll come back to him next, but the next person for you, Mr. Mattson, is Danny Hallmark.
And
Mr. Hallmark, can you unmute? Thank you. Okay. That takes your total. That's the total. 73, 23. Okay, great. All right. Let me let in. Mr. Tischler finally got back in. Okay. All right. A couple things. Mr. Tischler, are you on the screen? I mean, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. Hi, Mr. Tischler. This is Tony.
Hi.
So I did, I know you've had some difficulty getting back in. I appreciate you continuing to work at it. I went ahead and did
No
that.
problem.
I went ahead and did the reduction. I believe y'all had agreed. Make sure I'm confirming
Right.
that I got this right. The reduction brings your balance to 184 instead of 264. And are you
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to? Yes, sir. Are you able to pay that today?
Yes, I'll be down right after lunch.
Oh, that'll work perfectly.
Okay, and they'll have my information.
Yes.
Just all they need is my name. Okay, good deal. Your Honor,
just
thanks so much.
Yes, sir. Any window, just come in and anyone who's open can help you and it'll be pretty quick. They'll give you your receipt and a copy of the reduction, okay?
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you, Mr. Tischler. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. Miss Evans, I got you squared away and I've gotten you down to 373.23.
Okay.
So can we get that done today?
Yes, ma'am. I'll call on my lunch break and make the payment. I can make it with my debit card over the phone.
Yes, you can. There's some kind of fee that your card company is going to charge you. I don't know what that is. The clerk can give you information about that though.
Okay, so I just call that 254 number and will they like email me the info and my driving record will be updated?
Okay, so no. When you call the number, it's first of all 254-298-5687.
Okay.
They can do payment by phone. Once that happens, I start recalling everything out of the various systems that it's. That doesn't happen overnight because you're in several systems. I know I've got a hold on your license renewal.
I know.
That's probably your biggest one that you're thinking about.
Yes, ma'am.
So we recall that today or tomorrow, but DPS then has control over when they say, they tell me up to 21, they call it 21 business days, which sounds like not very much. But when you start looking at the weekends, they have up to like almost a month to get that done. So it isn't quick. Just like the problem didn't happen overnight, the solution doesn't. But we actually turn it loose almost immediately. The warrant, however, is immediate.
Okay.
So, and then if you're in the other program, which is the registration of the vehicle program, that only takes about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. But those are all other databases and it has to clear those.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The clerks will look for you to call, okay?
I'll be calling today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, Danny Hallmark is coming back in. Okay, Mr. Matson, Mr. Hallmark, where are we with this matter?
We're going to continue to final pretrial, Your Honor, but I anticipate that this case will be resolved prior to that date.
Okay, so for right now, I'm just anticipating that we'll all be here on February 22nd at 2. And then if the case is resolved, we won't need to be here. The way to know that, Mr. Hallmark, for sure, is to just call the clerk the morning of and just double check, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any further questions?
I do not.
Okay, thank you. You're good to go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Matson, your next person was going to be Mr. Garza, who wanted to be rescheduled, but he's not on the screen. So I'm going to move you forward, and your next person is, let's see. Galena Hall. Oh, there's Mr. Garza. Ms. Hall, just one moment. Mr. Garza, you are next. I'm sorry, Ms. Hall, I jumped the gun, but Mr. Garza, I had called him. I'm moving him over. We'll be right back with you, Ms. Hall. Mr. Garza's moved on over. And I'm almost done, but I still have a couple of people. Anna Fiala, if I said that correctly.
Yes, you did.
So I did receive your paperwork, and this was a request for team court. This is a speeding charge. The fines and costs are $259, and I received a plea of no contest and a request for team court. Before I get to that request, which I'm inclined to grant, I will ask you, is no contest your plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With team court, there is, in this case, a $20 team court fee in cash. Can you pay that fee today?
Yes, ma'am.
And then there will be a driving safety course February 24th. Come to sign your team court and pay your $20 fee. We'll also give you information how to find a class. What time can you be here today?
Around 11.
What time did you say?
Around 11 o'clock.
Okay, that'll work very well. And so just to recap, you'll come in, any clerk can help you. They'll receipt you the $20 fee. You'll sign your team court agreement. The next thing that is due, and it's the only other thing due, is to complete and turn in your course certificate completion by February 21st. And you could bring it to the same place and turn it in at the window. That way you don't have confusion. If you do that, then you gain a dismissal. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you around 11, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, and I'm moving forward. Let's see. Just double checking that I have the right people defined. Chawaga Carrington, you happen to be here in Miles Jimenez, do you happen to be here and I missed it? Let's see. Norman De Jesus. I know he's on time. Has he had a prior theft charge? Yes. Oh. No, this is. Okay, I'm gonna call him in a minute. We're just waiting for the prosecutor. He has a longer line than me today, which is unusual. So you're just gonna watch me do paperwork, I'm afraid. Mhm. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Matson, I know that you were talking with Mr. Garza. Let's see if I need to get him back over. Okay, Mr. Matson, where are we with Mr. Garza's cases?
We are going to continue the final pretrial, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Garza, we'll see you here on February 22nd at 1 o'clock.
February.
I'm sorry?
February 22nd?
Yes, at 1 o'clock.
All right.
You're good to go, but we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Matson, I'm moving you forward with Galena. Still trying to get that. This whole move back over here. Okay, Mr. Matson, are we with regard to the whole case?
Your Honor, Ms. Hall actually did also send in a valid placard, so this case will be dismissed as well.
Okay, we'll look to get that from you, and then Ms. Hall sign that and email it to the email we're scheduled this meeting to. Will that email work for you? Yes?
Yes,
Okay, you're good to go.
thank you very much, sir. Sorry, ma'am. Everybody, thank you.
That's okay, thank you. Mr. Matson, I'm moving you forward with Eric Palin.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Regarding the Palin case or Pollen case, where are we?
Your Honor, Mr. Palin will be placed on deferral.
Okay,
That will be the standard 120 days with driver safety course, 6 hours due by day 60. And he said that he can pay the fine within the first 30 days.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you head on over with Mr. Bradley. And Mr. Bradley, I'm just moving you over to that meeting. I'm sure you've seen how this works. And you'll come back into this meeting at the end. Yes? Mr. Bradley? Can you unmute? Mr. Bradley, can you hear me? Mr. Bradley, can you hear me? Mr. Bradley, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can barely hear you.
Okay, I'm turned all the way up, so you might want to look on your end whether I'm turned all the way up there. But I'm moving you over.
Ma'am, I'm barely hearing you.
Then you'll need to turn your volume up because my volume is all the way up.
Now I can't hear you at all. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, we'll let him sort that out. Mr. Taylor, let me ask you a quick.
Can I? Man, I don't know what's going on.
I can hear you fine.
My phone is not on mute. There. I still can't hear. My mic, everything's unmuted. I can't hear. Judge.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to tell you that I can hear you.
This message. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Can you hear me? You are getting the messages.
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting the message. I see the message.
And you're hearing me.
I can barely hear you, ma'am. I don't know what went wrong. It just cut out all of a sudden.
Hang up and dial back in. Hang up and dial back in.
Okay, hang up and call back.
While he does that, Your Honor, I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay, Mr. Palin. All right, my question for you, it's pretty simple. Is that your agreement as you understand it with Mr. Mattson?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, let me recap just because a lot of chaos then happened. Your deferral would run from today until May 18th. Your payment would be no later than February 21st. Your course due no later than March 21st. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, if I email this to you, can you print it, sign it, and email it back?
I believe so, but I don't recall getting an email invitation for the meeting, so I don't know if my email is on file.
How did you get into the meeting? Did you click on a link or did you dial in?
I had dialed in with the meeting ID that I received at the court.
Okay, well, I don't know. Let me pull up your email and see what we have. We have ejpalen@gmail.com.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, we'll email it there, and then if you find that
Allowed.
just a moment, I'll be right with you. Don't mute, just stay as you are, okay, Mr. Bradley?
Oh, there you go. I hear it, ma'am.
Yeah, great. Hang on just a second, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Palin, if you find that you can't print it and sign it, then you're gonna need to swing by the court. Which is are you sure you think you can print it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll be sending that here shortly.
Okay, and I just return that to the same email address I got it from.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Mr. Bradley, the prosecutor will be right back. He just needed to step away for a quick moment and take a tiny break. He'll be right back.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
Just hang on. Moving parts today. Mr. Maxon, I'll let you and Mr. Bradley break out into that meeting.
Thank you, Judge.
His sound is working better now. Sometimes it's just a matter of trying again and getting the technology to line back up. All right.
All right.
So, Mr. Perez, before I just convict him, he's done everything we've asked him to do. And I know he got a conviction, but he didn't log into the meeting, and it looks like his Spanish is a very seriously his language. Maybe he could just explain to Zena why he wasn't here and drop me a note in writing about why he's got a new conviction. And maybe she could reach out and just let him know that he needs to email her. Yeah, if you're comfortable doing that. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to convict him on that. I don't like saying it, but I did in the meantime read his translated version, which I think he translated through somebody himself. I don't think we did that. And it's very, yeah, I mean, it's clear that like even in that language, there's probably, you know, not a college degree. And so I don't mean that negatively. I'm just trying to take it into account in terms of how I treat him, because I doubt he realized he was triggering a problem for himself. From what I'm reading, I'm just not think he realized, or he would have come in and said, what can we do about it? I don't like punishing people for being less sophisticated than others. Yeah. It's not a similar offense, although those can be connected things. I'm wondering what the victim has to say about it. And I wonder if the victim was given the letter. I don't know if we did that. I don't know if they're still connected. I think it was a girlfriend and a spouse. And he mentions in his letter of apology that what's really the hardest is that it's created distance in the relationship, of course. Gotcha. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Does HIT mean hit? Okay, so okay. But no, this one was just hit. Uh-oh. I'm gonna call Melvin DeJesus and see if I can get him. Oops. Hi, I'm trying to reach Melvin DeJesus. Oh no. Well, I thought you were here. Are you his parent? I'm his grandmother. Okay, hi, I'm Judge Person from the Temple Municipal Court. Yes, ma'am. He had a charge and he was supposed to be in court today. And he didn't show up, and I'm just finishing court. I would be willing, if he can come by today and sign for an extension, I'd be willing to give him a little more time. Okay, what do you guys say? Well, here's the thing. he qualifies to be in a program where if he takes a class, he could get this case dismissed from his record. And I wanted to talk to him about that because instead of $296, he could take a class and get it dismissed, but he needed to be here for court today and to sign for that today. And he's not here. And if he misses today, then he misses that option. So if I can get him here to sign for an extension, I would give him 2 weeks and I can talk to him about it in 2 weeks. But he has to, okay?
As soon as I get a hold to him, because he was here till about 45 minutes ago, so once he get back, if he come back this way, I will have them to call you or come up there, because he don't have no transportation.
Yeah, he'll need to come by.
Okay, I'll tell him that.
Okay, however he needs to get here. I mean, he doesn't live far from where we are.
Right.
It's not exactly a hot day. It's nice out, so.
No, man. I most definitely would tell him.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hold on. Who are you having to talk to?
He just needs to come to the court and talk to any clerk at the window.
Okay, all right.
I'm the judge, but he won't be able to talk to me at the window, but he can talk to any clerk. Okay? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, Mr. Bradley. Yeah, let's adopt her. She has anything to say about it. Things get done. I'm trying to get him over. There we go. Okay. Okay, Mr. Matson, where are we with this matter?
Your Honor, I will actually be dismissing this charge. I mainly just wanted to speak with Mr. Bradley about the current status of it, but I already had the feeling that it was going to be dismissed before I even accepted it. I mainly just wanted to speak with him.
Okay, I will sign that. You know what you're doing. So I will go ahead and let Mr. Bradley know. Mr. Bradley, I'll sign that. He'll send that to me today. I'll sign it. And then can we email it to the email that we used for the meeting today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll email that over to you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a blessed day.
You too.